And hello everybody, it's Helloman saying hello world, and what we're going to show you guys today is some really simple tricks you guys can pull on your friends just for a bit of fun, show you how to make sure that you can get things like Exodia every single time. You know, you've got your legal deck, it's kind of like some magic tricks and all that, and the important thing about all magic tricks is there's lies, there's deception, and you know what, it's already started, you know, when you're talking about things like this. So when you've got your legal deck, you go through it, so we've got our pieces of Exodia, this is all the things we want to draw. A lovely boy, win every time, beat every rogue, beat every meta. That's all we want in life. Nice and simple. Okay then, so what you're going to want to do then is you want to make sure that when you have pile shuffles, you think, so, okay, let's have like, say, 3 pile shuffles. But as soon as you start doing this, oh no, he's going to start getting out of order. How do you keep things together? It's going to become a nightmare. So all you're going to do then is basically pad out the cards. So let's say you have 3 piles. It means every single card between them, you want to have 2 bluff cards. So you put down your first Exodia, 2 bluff cards. Then you have another 2 bluff, put a card on top of it, 2 more bluffs. Card on top of it, 2 more bluffs, and you basically can keep repeating this process to pad out every single one of the cards that you really want to see. And of course, once you've done that, you put your rest of the deck on it, you don't care about the rest of it. And that way, it's already looking like it's kind of a shuffle deck. It's already looking a bit randomized to a lot of people. But when we come out and actually do it now, you're going to realize that it's going to be 1 or 2 things that are kind of obvious about it. So you go through, noticing a theme here, and of course, if you then turn these over, it helps it when you do it the right way as well. But you can see, as you turn these things over, it's beginning to look like, oh, it's a random shuffle deck. But as we know exactly the cards that we want to see on the top of the deck. We know exactly where those cards are. Finish shuffling them all up, stuff like that. And we know exactly where we got it, because we got all these pieces now right at the top. It looks like our deck's nice and shuffled. What we're going to do then is, pick up the deck, right, like you would. You don't care about these other 2 things. You can shuffle those. You can make it look like you're giving a damn about it. But realistically, we want to put the pile, which has got all our Exodia pieces, right on top of the deck. So it means when we draw it, nice and consistent every time, we're getting our Exodia. But I mean, let's be real. This dies to, like, if your opponent asks you to cut the deck, it dies. If it asks you to do any sort of milling, it dies. So it's not really the best at all. So instead, I'm going to show you guys one other method where you can guarantee one card. It doesn't even have to be Exodia. It could be any card in your deck that you're guaranteed to get every single time. Okay, so we're going to continue doing some little tricks then. So here's how we're going to make sure that every single time we get our Exodia. It could be any card, but we want to get Exodia. He's the best card at the end of the day. So we're going to show you how, first, it doesn't matter what you do. You can shuffle up. You can have your friend shuffle it up. You can cut the deck. They can cut the deck. It doesn't matter where. That Exodia is going to get nice and hidden because we'll end up finding it. We'll make sure that we will get it in our hand every single time. And of course, then, what we'll do, make it a little bit harder as well. We're going to do a game of 3-card Monte. 3-card Monte's quite simple. I'm going to make 3 piles. We're going to go through, and all you have to do then is make sure you follow where the head of Exodia is. So, I'll go not too fast the first time, so you guys can follow it, making sure nothing's too complicated, that everybody can find him. Blink and you'll miss it, though. 3-card Monte. It's a common little hustler's game, but it's nice and easy. Follow the card, no tricks, nothing up my sleeves. I haven't got any sleeves. Following along, did you see what the Exodia was? It wasn't too hard, so I think everyone knows. Was it in pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3? Nice and easy, nothing too hard there. Should we do it again? Should we do it a little bit faster now? So that was like the introductory level, okay? And just like that, where is it this time? Was it in pile 1? Was it in pile 2? Or was it in pile 3? It shouldn't be that bad. I think a lot of you guys can probably still keeping up with me so far. Fantastic. One more time. And this is going to be the hardest one. So make sure everybody's focusing. Everybody knows what it's going to be. Okay? Let's go. And just like that, was everyone able to keep up, everyone able to focus, find where that Exodia is, and you get a little prize. I'm not sure what the prize is, but you feel good if you get it right anyway. But of course, at the end of the day, we don't really care which one of the 3 piles is. I said at the start, didn't I, that we're guaranteed to get Exodia every single time, and that's all we care about, really. Make sure all our cards are done there. Here's our little deck. We've shuffled, we've cut, we had a little bit of game there. But at the end of the day, we want to find that Exodia, don't we? So, when you finish doing your shuffling, your cutting, having fun with a 3-card Monte, you show your opponent the deck and they'll say, you know what, take off the top 10. Do a little 𝒕𝓗𝓉 for us. Make sure we get obviously those 10 cards there. You can make sure to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, and 10. Nice and easy. So now we're going to go. Don't care about any of these cards here. Should we try it again, to make sure that whatever is left here is completely nice and randomized. Our opponent's nice and happy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah. You know what? I feel like this card might just be the head of Exodia that we wanted. And it's as easy as that. Every single time we can make sure that we get our head of Exodia. Follow this strategy and you can make sure that nice and straightforward, you can do it just as well. But I did say, that there's going to be some lies, there's going to be some deceit going on here, and so there was a lie that this isn't a legal deck, it's actually just a 39 card deck. And there's also a bit of deception as well. I told you guys to focus on the Exodia, but really, you should have been focusing on the rest of these, because Exodia, he's nice to have on its own, but what we really want to see is the other cards, because we want to make sure that we get Exodia every time? Hang on a second. I think I can hear a card something behind this. Huh. Happy April Fools, everybody.